I have to ask, like, what have the reactions been from some of the diehard fans so far? Are they loving it? Like, what do they think of the animatronics?
Yeah, I think the response to the animatronics has been super strong. And from what people have seen in trailers, and yeah, we're excited to see what they think on the 27th, and once they're actually going out to the theaters and getting to watch this together.
And then for you, why is it important to actually have like live puppets as opposed to CGI? I know there's been comments where people have said, "Wow, it looks so real that we think it's CGI," but obviously we see them right there and they look amazing.
Yeah, I mean, is it giving you a feeling?
It's giving me like they're about to come and
feeling.
get me. Like, I'm being like, okay, please don't come alive and like meet me right now.
Yeah, and I think it's that feeling that we were really interested in capturing on set in real time with the actors and with our cameras, and it added a lot.
And then when you were executing the film, how did you envision it appealing to both the the fans and the gamers and like the regular moviegoer who hasn't played the game?
Well, our focus was actually really creating the film for the fan base. So that was our primary concern. I think after that after that was bonus. Like if other people also felt drawn to this, that was going to be an added bonus. But I was saying earlier, Bobby and I were both, as moviegoers, really, really drawn to this film as we were making it. I think that was maybe, for me, a temperature read on whether other people would also be drawn to it.
And then when coming to so many of the Easter eggs that are in the movie and obviously in the game, how did you pick like which ones to bring in? Because there's so many, and we're hearing that some fans want a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, Scott Cawthon was really essential in helping us navigate exactly what we were going to bring in terms of Easter eggs, and all of the department heads and everyone working on the movie were trying to find opportunities to bring in more Easter eggs. So that was really a cool exercise and a fun challenge. But and I think for you it was, I'll let you talk about it, but getting the designs of these guys right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest challenge, is to take something from the 3D world and bring it into the real world, from the digital world into the real world. How do you construct it? How do you make it where you can have a performer in it, where the silhouette's true to the IP, where the textures are rich and they read as they've lived in this world forever, to get the dirt and the grime right. It's all of that combined that gives you the final character.
And like, how do you make a puppet creepy? Because back in the day, like they were used for making children like laugh, but they're terrifying and they look amazing. Like how do you make that?
I think there's so much. There's so many different elements that create a character. The story has a lot to do with it, the situation, how it's lit, and then the puppeteers. It's their job to convey those emotions. And these characters in particular, they can't smile. There's a lot of limitations, but it's the subtlety of the eyes blinking or just squinting, or the eyebrows going up or down, or even Foxy's ears or Bonnie's ears. You use all of that in the storytelling to make it creepy, or whatever it is that you're trying to convey.
So if you guys were stuck at Freddy's, what would your weapon of choice be to fight the puppets off?
Ooh, weapon of choice to fight the puppets off. Ooh. I feel like I'd find like the biggest thing I could in the parts and services room.
I find a cattle prod and some water.
Yeah.
I just throw red wine.
We might have left some of those behind.